Okay, so it was a humble start. I got asked by a good friend of mine to make videos about this stuff to share with the world. I always had a passion to share the stuff, so I put a bunch of videos during what I call the phase one, which was me trying to get away from being camera shy. And I explain the basic of PMF and how to build a unit. At the beginning, I didn't want to talk about how to make like high power PMF, nor did I want to talk about the benefit of it and anything else. It was going to be strictly about building a good unit. And then we just went from there. Started to make a story out of it, and then I got my calculator that to this day is one of the most requested things around. Then I explained about copper coil and then how to measure them. And then we went on to what I like to call phase two. I took a break and I came back, and then I was looking for myself, and I have lots of horses here, so I thought it'd be fun to have horses in my video, but nobody liked them, so I took them away. It's okay. Then we went back, and then I made the series about how to build yourself, a 3-video series, how to build yourself a decent unit. Then I loved that little guy in a spacesuit. I just loved it. Started learning how to use Filmora because that's what I'm using. And then we start talking about depression, and I got more into the details of things, right? The dementia thing, let me tell you, if you haven't seen this video yet, you should. I talk a little bit about the dementia stuff in there, and little sneak peek into the future. We're going to be talking about a lot more about that. We're going to do a lot more about that anyway. Don't want to spill the beans too much. Then I talk about the different type of waves. If you haven't seen that video, please do go there and watch this video. I get so much question all the time, and I just keep putting people, have you seen my square wave is the king video? Go watch it, go watch it. You can see here the count on views is really low compared to a lot of the other ones, so just go watch it. You'll learn a lot from it. Then my computer died, of course. That was I built myself a new computer from there, and we built the world cheapest PAMF. I think we made it for $20. Then we got into a war, unbeknown to Dr. Pollock, about the bipolar square wave. No offense to Dr. Pollock there. It was just fun and game. He never got in touch with me, by the way, because he doesn't even know I exist probably, which is fine. It's the way I like it. The video I made on the arthritis, and there was a blurb in there about the Raynaud's disease. I want to let you know that I talked to my wife about this, and last winter she did very, very well. Like, that was her best winter ever. So we have a personal experience that Raynaud's disease can be controlled and reduced quite a bit. I mean, we talked about the eyeballs. No, just a quick recap on that. I had an eye injury, and that healed it. I no longer need drops in my eyes. On the other end, the strength of my vision has not get better. I have a much better design now for the eye, like the OOPMF, I like to call it. Then the reason why I build the map the way I do, like, you guys should watch this. There's a lot of explanation about stuff like that. Then I got the COVID, and I made myself a mini mat for my chest, which turned out to be one of the best thing ever. At the same time, somebody asked me about like, the signal does it get, because the PAMF controller was mounted right on the power supply, so we proved that wrong. And then this video was amazing, this one right there. I was about how to manipulate the magnetic field and the shunt. Then we make a stealth PMF. I never got any feedback on that unit, but it's still a good video to watch to see how to build them. And then the simple way to make a bipolar with that chip. Now this video, look at this, 200 views. I thought this video was gonna go viral. I have a video there about using a crude non-Nexian PMF bipolar square wave on the healing of my dog. And I, you know, just video like every process, like every day and stuff like that. And she healed really quickly. But I guess most of the viewers here just like the do-it-yourself stuff, so that's probably why they didn't. They're already believers, so. But I thought maybe we could attract some new people in there. Then we started the forum. More on that coming up. And then I explain about how I make the square wave with the coils and stuff like that. And then how I make a automatic pressure switch sensor dog PMF for just a few $100s. Once again, not a lot of views on that, so I don't know why. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was brilliant, but I guess that's not what counts. My life is on the line. Joke aside, I got a comment on my YouTube video that at-home violence is shouldn't be a joke. Just to make the things clear here, the video was not intended to offend anybody, but if it did offend some people, I'm sorry. I think, whatever, it is what it is. And then after that, I explain and show the progression of the Nexian PEMF that we built together. A lot of the Patreon have been building that, and they're having quite a good time with it. Okay, so the bad news is that Garrett and I are no longer working on this project together. I wish him the best and everything else. I know the internet, the YouTube like drama. There won't be no drama here. Still in speaking term, everything is good that way. Just we're heading our own way, and I don't know what's gonna happen at this time right now with the forum. I'm gonna pause the Patreon. Don't quit the Patreon. I'm just not gonna collect the money anymore. I'm taking the rest of the summer off.
Steve, let me pause for a second. Active patrons will not be billed. Not until the next season start anyway. Also be aware that new patrons will not be able to sign up.
And the fall, I'll be back. So starting probably around October, there should be some new videos in, and things will change a little bit, and I'm going to call this the next phase. And what does that mean? Well, here's the good news, you know. What does that mean is I will make sure that we have good content. There's going to be a mix between do-it-yourself stuff, and it's also going to be a mix of some of the science behind the PEMF. As we speak right now, like 2 days ago, I got this weird idea about using carbon fiber cloth and mix that with some stainless steel. And really weird math I came across to calculate this stuff. And I'm not going to bother you with that, but I think there's a potential there, but the math goes all array on me, and it's too weird for me. Like my math is not strong enough to keep up, and so instead of trying to figure the math out, I'm just gonna build something, and I'm gonna see what comes out of it. If this works the way I think I can make it work, there's a good chance we're gonna be able to have a really strong EMF field with no weight. Like, because carbon fiber is pretty light, and carbon fiber does conduct electricity, has a really high resistance, and that's why they make heater out of it. So if I can control the heat, we might be able to do something. Stainless steel is not the metal that you'd think you'd be using with this, but I think it might be a key element to that. But anyway, long story short, we'll talk about that later. Hopefully it'll come out in a video if it comes out good. The other one is the glasses for the eyeballs. I came across some pretty amazing research, and I want to replicate what they did. And I'm not working on that right now, but I got all the design down and everything else, and I'm sourcing the components to do that, and I'm going to try to simplify the one they build. Like, there's 3 different research that talk about a bunch of different things, and I'm going to try to marry them all together and try to build that. I try to make it simple, and I think we can do that. I got some pretty wicked programming to learn to do with the Nexion to accomplish that, but we'll get that going. There's a bunch more stuff. I'm working right now on my 3D printer to make a TPAMF and an actual bona fide TPAMF with specific things in mind, and like be able to rotate the yeah, like it's like that one is going to be pretty cool. I want to see if I can use that on animals too with specific frequencies and see if we can calm them down. I've been talking with a gal in the United States, there, our neighbors to the south, and she's had really good success with a really crude machine that I made her. So we're going to try to make this better and see if we can make something out of this. There's a bunch more. I got a bunch of note here of all the stuff I want to talk about, but this video has gone long enough as it is. So to recap, I can't believe we have on this channel over 500 subscribers. 100 was a dream come true for me, so 500 is like out of this world. It's gonna keep growing slowly but surely. Notice, like, my goal is the same all along: helping people, right? I want to share this stuff with you guys. I will come back in the fall with we'll call it the next phase. For the rest of my summer, I'm going to be riding my horse, maintaining my ranch, doing a lot of competition. We've already done quite a few, so I do endurance riding. So we do 25 and 50 miles. That's what we do. I'm looking at my notes quickly. Yeah, I think I covered everything up. I'm really happy with everything we've accomplished so far, and we'll see you guys in the fall. I hate to say it, but subscribe so you know when the next video comes out, and if not, just keep watching. All right, we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.